People, bonjour! Okay, so. Hey! I am a person! There you are! I'm doing a stream to make up for yesterday's because it was a mess. And, yes! It just started. Uh, it's also a celebration to starting to feel better. Why isn't the chat appearing in the chat box thingy? Maybe that's because I have bad internet connection. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be sick for much longer. So, it's a good thing. uh, yeah. What? You have a little cameo of my mom? I think she just realized I was online. I tried telling her, she didn't hear it, I guess. The washing machine was on or something. Uh, yeah, the chat is broken. It's going to come back eventually. Eh, maman, il faut que tu répondes. What? Did it last for long? Did it? Like, hey, je voulais que tu lises. Yeah, they didn't stay for long. No. I tried letting my mom know you talked to her, but she didn't. She didn't read that part. She's lost. She does not understand what I'm trying to show her. My mom is cute. Okay. Oh my gosh! If only you'd have seen her the way she walked away. She looks like a cartoon character. And my dog started freaking out. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Now we have a dog barking. Okay. Luckily, my dad's not home because as things were going, it seems like where I've gotten a cameo from everyone in my family. Maybe we'll see my brother. Ah, okay. So, oh, hello again, Crispy Up Tricks. Now I have two people watching. It's fun. So yeah, this stream is to make up for yesterday. That was It was a stream, alright. And to celebrate me getting better. Yes. Yes. Good. We happy about that. Nobody wants the snot bubble anymore. Yeah, okay. So I was thinking because I had no clue if somebody would watch anyway, so I was like, I need to find something that I can do without playing a game because I can't play games right now. I need to find something that I can do without anyone watching. So I decided to do a story time. Yeah. So sorry, Nunvance, I have no interesting life stories. Are you disappointed? Oh boy. I did not take anything, any medicine or anything. I don't know why I'm so giddy and stuff, but whatever. I guess I'm just in a good mood. So, uh, yeah, for anybody wondering, I don't think anybody wondered about it anyway, but I, well, about this sickness I have right now that's going away, yay, uh, I, I did not understand how I got it because I hadn't left my home in like over a month when I started feeling sick to the point where I was like, I can't be sick. It's impossible. Where would I have got that? Nobody's sick at home. I don't know. I must have some weird allergies or something. Even though that didn't really feel like allergies. Well, not that I really know because I don't have seasonal allergies, but that can happen anytime. But I was confused, so it had to be absolutely obvious before I was like, ah, yeah, right, I'm sick. I think it's been like 2 weeks or something. just just kind of went very strangely. I was I was really not seasons. Yes, that's a luxury having seasons. You can pick your favorite in the bunch. You're not just stuck with one. Yeah, so I was like, I can't be sick until it was so obvious that I was like, how did it happen? How did it happen? I couldn't understand. I still don't understand how it happened. But yeah, I was like, oh no, did I get tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour? That reference makes no sense if you didn't like watch Game Grumps. Okay, so you have half half. Hehehe. So yeah, I was like, did I did I get the thing? Did I get the thing? Am I going to put everyone in danger? Because Easter was coming and like government was like, oh, you can go to your family and stuff. We're tired trying to control you. Do whatever you want at this point. Yes, it's really how they're controlling the epidemic right now. They're like, do whatever you want. We don't care anymore. So So I was like, oh no, did I get that? Did I get that? But no, I didn't. I did the test, home test twice. They both came back negative. I don't have that. I didn't get tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. So I was like, oh, this is still very odd, cold. What the heck is this? But turns out it's the flu. I got the flu. But I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about that. Anyways, it's influenza B, so it's not as bad. I did not recognize it because I'm more used to the A one. That one is it's quite something. Yeah, so I don't know. Since I realized that, I was thinking about the other times I got the flu, and I was like, that's so uninteresting. Let me talk about it. Yes, best stream ever. Nothing is funny. I don't know. Okay, so knowing that what I have now is a flu, maybe I caught it more than I thought I did in my life, but I never realized it was the B one because it just looks like a really bad, horrible cold that stays forever and with a couple of symptoms that you don't really think about when you think of a cold, but it still overall feels like a very bad cold. But and when I was a 10, yes, we'd laugh again. Oh, yeah. I have a thing to ask of you before I start telling my stories. No context or anything. Uh, at some point, write in the comments down below how many days you think I'm still going to be sick for. But don't write it as days. Write it as potatoes in my pocket. I think she has one potato in her pocket. I think she has three potatoes in her pocket. Something like that. So people who get on this video and have no clue what we're talking about will be super confused. They look at my complexion and think, that's it, she's an Irish person. Okay. The shower took me so many hours too because I was so tired from eating the cereals. My arm was seriously shaking just for holding the spoon. Hello, in cold blood. Alright. So these stories, let's get into them because if I don't, I'm going to forget that was even the thing I was supposed to do in the first place. I don't know what going from nothing interesting is happening. I'm just giggling like an idiot. Whew. All right. What did you come across? I don't know. I need to stop laughing. I'm going to get my cough again. Okay, okay. Yes. Calm down a little bit. I'm so playful these days. I don't know why. Okay. Uh, let me think about it. It all started one day after school when I was in elementary school. I think I was maybe in first or second grade, something like that. I don't exactly remember. That was a long time ago after all. But my eyebrows are still disappearing when I frown. Yeah. Ah, sorry. Yeah. So I came back from school and I had tons of homeworks to do. Surprise, surprise! Not like I always had homeworks or anything that I would spend hours on them and be miserable from so many homeworks. Why are teachers so cruel? Anyway, uh, I had to sit at the table and work on them for a long time. I remember I had basically no work of everything. That was so lame. Ugh. Then, well, I had that math homework. It was the worst one. It took forever. So many hours. I remember that. It was such a nightmare. A nightmare, I'm telling you. So, uh, I did the long math homework. It gave me a headache. It was torture. Absolute torture. But I kept working on it because well I had to. I really had to. I'm going to see if I can fix the chat while I'm telling that. Let's see. Huh. So, pardon my mom's doing the dishes in the background. Yeah, so I did the math homework for forever, and oh, yes, you are. Hello, Daddy Pup. Yeah, I worked on that homework forever. My head was killing me. Finally, I was done. I was happy because usually I would never have the time for anything else. Like I would finish my homeworks. It was time to. Way I fixed it. I don't know how I did that though. Ooh, yes, you are. You didn't miss much of the story. I've just been rambling for a while. I I was tired. I wanted to rest. Usually, I would finish my homeworks and be like, "Oh, it's time to go to bed" or something. When I had a lot, but this time I had a lot. I could finish them, and rather than play, I wanted to rest, which was already weird. But my mom was, you need to, you need to review your lessons or something. Because for once I was done with my homeworks early. Uh, torture, I'm telling you. So like, but I have a headache. And she was like, we won't do that for long. She did the same thing with the violin lessons when we practiced my violin thing, and I was like, I have a headache. She was like, we won't make it long. Because she didn't believe me, actually. When I finally finished to review my stuff and practice my violin, I wasn't going to play like I would have done in a normal day. I just laid down on the couch, my face in the pillows and everything. Just didn't move, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I just repeated to her, "I have a headache." And she was like, "Oh no." She suddenly realized that it was the truth. I don't know why she thought I was lying. It wasn't like the most liar kid on the block, but I guess I hate school stuff, so that made sense that I would try to get away from it or something. She felt so bad. I just rested on the couch for the evening, and then I went to bed, and I rested more. The next day I woke up, man. I remember my head felt like it was weighing like uh, the same kind of weight as a huge bag of bricks. I was I was wondering how I was going to get out of bed to go to school. So I I'm not sure. Thank you, Soup Can. I wasn't sure how I was going to make it, and to this day I don't understand how I managed to do that. But I got out of bed and I walked out of my bedroom and into the corridor upstairs, and at some point I got to the end of a section of the wall. I don't know how to explain it properly, but basically I had to make like two steps without any walls that I could lean onto. And I had no idea how to make it because from the moment I got up from bed, I had been leaning onto everything because I couldn't stand on my legs. Oh no, was it too spicy? So, I remember I just felt so heavy. I was resting on the wall and wondering, how am I going to go downstairs? I'm scared I'm going to fall down the stairs. How am I going to do at school? I'm going to have to go through stairs too. What am I going to do? There aren't walls everywhere to lean on. What am I going to do? I was kind of freaking out. I called my mom over from upstairs. She asked like, "What is it?" Yes, pretty much, right? So I asked, I'm recovering. I asked, like, from upstairs. She was downstairs. I told her, can you help me walk? And she did not understand. Well, she did understand, but she did not understand. She heard perfectly what I was saying, but she couldn't understand what I meant there. Like, huh? What did you say? And I repeated, "Can you help me walk?" Silence was the only response. Then she got upstairs, and I expected her to help me, you know, go these two steps that I needed to do without a wall to hold me. And she just looked at me. She got closer, she felt my forehead. Her hand was freezing cold in my memory. And she told me, "Go back to bed." And I asked, "But I have school today." And she said, "No, you don't. It's okay, you don't have school today. Go back to bed." I was like, "Whoa! There's a day free of school today?" So I went back to bed and I slept for days. I think I'll always remember that moment I was asking her, "Can you help me walk?" She was like, "What?" And then she told me to go back to bed. For some reason, this is one of my best memories. I don't have a lot of good memories from back then, I guess. Also, I love sleeping, so I guess that's part of what made it super great. I did not realize, for some reason, at this moment, I did not realize that I was super sick. I guess it's a bad habit of mine not realizing the obvious. But the other time that I remember was uh not that long ago, but still long ago, but not quite as long ago. It was in 2009. So that's a long time ago. But I was older enough that I can remember in more details what happened. So, ready for another boring story? I'm really giggly today. Yeah. So, oh yes, it was a Thursday in November, I think. That or yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in November. It was a little before my birthday. Anyway, I went to school. Everything was normal, and half of the day everything was very ordinary. We had a science class where we were picking our teammate for a project. It was the first day of a project. We weren't doing much on that day, just like brainstorming and preparing some things. Uh, and I teamed up with my best friend as usual. We decided to make an arm or something like that. A mechanical arm. Well, not really mechanical, well, just like a prosthesis that could bend. Something like that. I don't remember. That went super bad. This project was quite a failure. You'll see why. So, uh that was in the morning part of the day. I came back in the afternoon. We had my two favorite classes ever, gym and maths. Yes, that's right. In case you did not realize, they were my most hated classes ever. So, They were in that order. We had gym class first. I came back from uh from home after dinner, and I remember feeling like I had that uncomfortable feeling in my throat, but I didn't think much of it because, to be honest, I felt that pretty much all the time when I was at school. So I also had that little headache. I didn't mind either because I get headaches by the ton. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's just lame. Whatever. We have gym also, so that's the worst part. But we had the different gym class than usual. Like, instead of doing sports like you would do normally in gym class, they changed it for CPR lessons. That was the day of the CPR lessons. Yes. So I I was stressed out because I know I can't remember precise things in a specific order and everything very well. If I don't have the instructions in front of me, I forget. And they were going to evaluate us on that. And to be honest, I don't think I could do CPR to somebody right now. I don't remember. I need to try harder to remember that. It's important. Anyway, we were learning CPR, and that made it one of the best gym class I could have ever dreamed of. So we were going to that special room, one of the dancing rooms for like the dancing classes. There was no dancing classes happening at this time, so it was just a large empty room with mirrors. While going there, I felt chilly, like I had goosebumps, and everything, and I was like, "Why am I so cold?" I asked my friend, like, "Is it me or is it super cold in here?" She said, "No. Are you okay? It's super warm today. Like for November Day, it's super warm. Are you okay?" She was onto something. She felt my forehead, but it was normal at this point, so she dropped it. I got to the room. We did the we checked the teacher explaining us how to do the CPR despite the mirrors and everything. I was so short I couldn't see a thing because everyone was in front of me. The joys of being the shortiest gremlin in town. Shortiest? I can English. I can. Trust me, I have proof somewhere. Don't ask for it. So, uh, I I couldn't see a thing. So when we got the mannequins to practice, I asked my friend to go first because my friend was a giant, so she saw everything. So I was thinking, hey, when she's doing it, I'm going to observe what she does and I'll try to redo that. She was my teacher. I also explained to her that I couldn't see a thing, so I needed to see someone do it. She was very comprehensive as usual. So she explained me what she was doing as she was doing it. That was nice. She's the best. Uh, so she did the CPR on the mannequin because there wasn't enough mannequins for all the students. We were all in teams of two or three to share them and like all try uh by turn. You see, and the teacher would go around and watch the techniques of everyone. Uh, So yeah, my friend practiced and showed me, explained, and when it was my turn, I'll forever remember that. I tried doing the CPR to the mannequin and I couldn't. Not that I had no clue what I was doing. I understood what I was doing. But you were supposed to hear a little click in the mannequin's chest when you were pushing, for the CPR. Yes, you really had to push, right? I tried. I uh I was barging on it at some point. The teacher looked at me and was like, "You're going way too strong." And I told him, "I know, but the mannequin's still not clicking. I can't for the life of me make this mannequin click." So he asked me to do it again. And I was just plunging at full force on this thing with all of my weight. And he could still just not hear it. So he found it weird. He picked it up and tried to test it, see if it was working normally. It was. So he changed the settings. He put it on infant mode. So it's kind of impossible to not do it on infant mode. Give it back to me. He could press it with a finger and it would click. So there's no reason. Oh, little you can't do it, right? Oh, so wrong it was. I was going almost as hard as before, and it would click once every 5 times or something. And I was so tired because it was so much effort. The teacher couldn't understand. He was like, I knew you're weak, but I did not expect you were so weak." Ah, yes. Good old weak me. So that was just great. I just accepted that I was the worst weakling in the place and moved on with my life. Yes. My goodness. I finished the class and I was worried for the CPR exam we were going to get because I knew that was probably going to go just as bad. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Have you tried the infant mode? So, yeah, I went back to change first. I was happy to put back some more normal clothes. I could put on my hoodie and everything, but I was still freezing. I had started shivering like violently. I couldn't stop trembling. I was so cold. Nothing could warm me up. Oh no. Oh. So I got to my math class and I kept complaining about how cold I was, and my friend kept telling me it's not even cold today. Good try, child, maybe. So I kept arguing, like, no, it's freezing cold. I'm freezing. The teacher was staring at me like, what's she doing? My teeth were chattering. I couldn't stop. It was so freaking cold. I was just hugging myself, my hoodie, and just trembling like a leaf. And I, I couldn't stop. I was so cold, so cold, so freaking cold. So I did my whole math class like this. I was freezing. There is no word to describe how frozen I was. So cold. So cold. And then we had like the last period where we work on our homeworks and stuff. I don't remember what I did. I was tired. I probably did my best, but I probably didn't do much. Yeah. So I get you. So well, I finished the school day and walked out of the school with my friend. I was still freezing. After we did the homeworks and all that, I went on and put on my winter coat on while I was indoors, and I was still violently shivering and listening to the little songs that my teeth were making when they were chattering together. That was interesting. Anyway, my friend couldn't understand how I could be so cold. But I was just so cold. She she stayed indoors with me for a while. At some point she wanted to go out because she literally said, "No, it's so warm in here. I really want to go outside and have some fresh air." I was like, "Oh, oh can you say something like that?" But I guess she was right. So we went outside and we stayed near the school. We talked for a while. We did that all the time. After school, we would stay inside for a moment, chat together. At some point, we'd get out of the school and keep chatting until we'd decide to go home or something. Sometimes I would go with her, but it was Thursday, so she had her singing classes after school, so she couldn't stay for too long, and I couldn't go with her. Uh, so she told me, "Tomorrow, if you come to school, I have a surprise for you." And I was like, "What do you mean if I come to school?" I have a huge history of being an idiot. So she was like, "Well, I mean, clearly you're not doing well." And I answered something like, "What do you mean? I'm perfectly fine. I just have a little headache and a little sore throat. It's nothing. I'm fine. I'll be here tomorrow, okay?" Said, "Yeah, right." So I went back home. I was still absolutely freezing. My mom couldn't understand. And when I got back home, I sat on the couch with still my jacket and my winter coat on, and I was still shivering for several minutes. At some point, it started to calm down a little, and then she came to me and asked me, "Hey, I bought a very fresh baguette from that place you like. So, how about it? Do you want some slices of it? It's super fresh, it's still warm." And I said, "You know what? No, thank you. I'm not hungry." And then she was alarmed immediately. I can never say no to a baguette. She stared at me with dumbfounded eyes, like, "What? Did you just say you're not hungry for bread?" And I said, "No, I'm not hungry." So she, yes, they are great. It was a real French recipe, so they were especially good. Uh, she she got very alarmed, and 2009 was the year where there was this swine flu going around that everyone was freaking out about. So she worried instantly. She went back to the kitchen. She grabbed the thermometer. She came back. She decided to take my temperature, and it raised and raised and raised and raised and raised. It wasn't done raising when she decided to take it off, because at this point she already could tell I had a fever. Wait, I need to go check in Fahrenheit because you're American. I am a person. You need it. Uh, okay, let's go. So we took the thermometer out. Well, it was still raising, but it showed at this point that I was at 42.5 degrees Celsius, which is 108.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, okay. 42.5 Celsius, 108.5 Fahrenheit. Okay, well, I mean, me neither. But, let's imagine somebody who does not understand Celsius might watch this video someday, so. Yes, it is weird. Celsius makes sense. 0 degree, water freezes. 100 degrees, water boils. Done. Makes sense. So, yeah, I don't know about you, but I feel like 42.5 degrees Celsius is a whole lot of fever. So she told me, "You're not going to school tomorrow." And I was like, "I need to go to school tomorrow. We had that science project, and I have this surprise my friend promised me." But she wouldn't budge. "No, you stay home." I don't know why I'm so weird, but whatever. No, no, no. 42.5. I don't know how much I actually had because, as I said, we took out the thermometer because, well, we already knew I had a fever at this point. But yeah, uh, the body temperature is somewhere usually between 36 and 37. Like, it's somewhere in there. Uh, you have a low grade quote unquote fever from a little bit over 37 degrees. Like if you go 37 point, I don't know, 3 or 4, 5. Anything between 37 and 38 is a low grade fever, and starting 38, you have a fever. And starting 40 degrees, you have a high fever. And it is recommended, if it doesn't go down, to go to the hospital because your organs can shut down. So, yeah, I wasn't in a very good health at this point, but I did not care. So I was like determined to show that I was fine because I'm an idiot. So I went upstairs and decided to write some of my comic strips. I would do a page per day. Of course, at 70, you're dead. You're probably going to die at 47, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. So I decided to work on my comic strip and do the daily page. I couldn't. I was so tired. I started drawing and I just felt like I was overcame with tiredness. I just rested my face onto my arm on the desk and I I was so exhausted. I started thinking, maybe I can't draw today. Maybe I can't do anything. Maybe I should just go lay down a little bit. But I was too tired to go lay down. Oh, it's meal time for my dog. He's in a good mood. So I was so ashamed. I felt really ashamed. I remember that. I wrote to my friend on Messenger, like, you're right, I can go to school tomorrow. And I can't draw, I'm too tired. I think I go rest. Yeah, only me can be like that. I should go lie down. I'm very tired. I'm too tired to go lie down. My bed was not even a full meter away from my desk in my bedroom. They're right next to each other. But I did not have the strength to go to my bed. How pathetic. So I ended up gathering all the strength I had from resting on my desk to get in my bed. And this is how it started. Oh boy. The days that followed, I couldn't even sit on my own. I needed help. I needed help to everything. I needed help to sit so I could eat and drink. I needed the help to eat and drink. I needed the help to go to the bathroom. I had to be brought to the bathroom. Oh boy. And like since it was November, uh well, my dad was working obviously, and my brother was at school obviously, and my mom she was trying to do Christmas shopping, so she wasn't home. So if I needed anything, I was just messed up. I could barely breathe. I remember I was coughing so badly and I was in my bed thinking, that's it, I'm going to die. This is my death. I did not expect I would go this way, but I guess that's my destiny. I'm just going to catch a very bad flu and die. Because, well, obviously, starting the next day, I had realized what had happened and that I caught the flu. And as I said, that was the year where there was this flu everyone was freaking out about. So I was sure that was the thing that I caught, and I was really worried about that. Like, oh no, that's the disease they're talking about on the news. I'm going to die. Oh, I'm dying. Thank you forever. Wait, no, no. What's a great clip? You're right. I had a phone in my room at this point that was working. Uh, Not everyone has a cell phone at this point, okay? It was kind of a new thing. So I had this kind of landline phone that was cordless in my bedroom that my uncle gave me. And my friend would call me every day to get some news about me. And I would tell her how miserable I was doing. That wasn't the best moments of the day though, because when someone was interacting with me, I felt less like I was going to die alone, suffocating. Oh boy. So, apparently, according to my friend, a lot of people at school would ask her constantly where I was, what was going on, if I was okay, and stuff like that. Hey, how are you? I'm dying. Yes. I uh, I tried explaining as best as I could, like how I was feeling as best as I could, because I knew she was kind of clueless about that. My friend wasn't the kind of person to get sick very often, especially at this point still. So to her that was kind of foreign. I was explaining and she was like, uh and like she would re-explain it to the people at school who asked her about me, and apparently from what she said everyone was freaking out. I wasn't friends with any of them. I barely knew anybody, but apparently they were really, really, really worried. Like, apparently there are some students who cried when they heard about how I was doing. It was that bad. There were kids at school who really thought I was going to die. It wasn't just me. Hello, Chibi. Cuckoo. Happy Dogo. So that was very odd. I remained like that for. I couldn't understand why they were sad. It's not like I was important or anything. I was barely noticeable. I would rarely say anything. People rarely seem to remember I existed. I did not understand why they were all so sad. But I guess they liked me more than I thought they did. I guess. It's like this guy came to me one day, asked me, "Hey, you're going to believe me, right? That wombats exist?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. They're they're an animal in Australia." I was like, "You know wombats? How can I prove other kids that wombats exist?" And I said, Well, you could look it up in the dictionary. It's going to be there. There'll be the definition, and you might even have a picture with it. I was like, oh, "You're a genius! Thank you." I never thought a guy would thank me for telling him to look up something in the dictionary, but he did. He was really happy. That was the sports guy, the popular sports guy. You know the type, like the one we see in movies. He existed. He was this guy, and he was really, really, really passionate about the fact that wombats were a real thing. And apparently, nobody in class believed him. Lol. But yeah, I guess little things like that make you liked for some reason. So I've been I I remained very sick for a while. I remember that there was a full week of absolute miserableness and another week of slowly recovering. When I finally came back to school, I still had my cough, but everything else was okay. Uh, and everyone was super excited to see me. I did not expect that, and they constantly asked me if I was okay now. Are you better? That was really cute. Yeah. So one of the first class I had when coming back was a science class to work on a project. It was the last day to work on our project. My poor friend had been stuck to work on the full thing on her own the whole time. I was there for the first day and the last day. So that was an absolute failure because it's not the kind of thing you're supposed to do alone. We were already the only team of two kids. The others were at least three. So she was all alone for a thing that you're supposed to be three. Because I was sick the whole time. So I helped her fix the problem she had. The teacher knew I was home and sick, but uh weren't really going to give us a little special treatment for that. Too bad. That would have helped. I helped my friend fix a problem with the project. As I said, we were making an arm and it had to bend and all, but she couldn't figure out how to not let the arm just be able to bend indefinitely and doing spins around itself. That wasn't really working like an arm. I was like, put something there to block it. Oh, you're a genius! I'm not a genius! Stop calling me genius, people! The poor girl, she had just been stuck with this for so long. So long that she couldn't even see the obvious anymore. So, we had a really bad grade for this project. Surprise, surprise. Which was okay because both of us used to have very good grades in general, so that bad one wasn't going to stain or anything. It was fine. We were okay. But yeah, you know what? Ever since I've got that specific flu, back in 2009, every time I get sick, whatever it is, like even the mildest, smallest, most ridiculous, and not bad at all common cold, it hurts when I breathe. Like my chest feels extreme pain and some sort of pressure. I don't know how to explain it. Or in some other circumstances, like I try to do exercise or it's super cold outside or whatever. It's just, it just hurts. I don't know, maybe it's the after effects or something, but it does that now. But I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about that. Uh, yeah. I'm waiting to see what she said there. I melted? I hope not. I was warm enough, maybe I did. Yes, so I guess I kind of messed up myself for the rest of my life with that, but that either I had no clue how, where, when I got it, just kind of came down with it someday, as you do. It's very rare you know exactly when you caught something, right? You usually don't know. You usually are clueless. I mean there's one time I remember exactly how I got sick. I was at the movie theater. I was waiting to get into, the showing room to go watch the movie. There's a lady who walked next to me and she coughed in my face. Are you serious, lady? That's not polite at all. Even my brother was mad at her. Like, he's not the kind of person to re-talk to strangers or anything. He's more quiet and introverted. But he literally told her, like, what the heck is that? Don't do that. He was so offended on my behalf because that random lady just coughed in my face. She literally stopped next to me and turned in my direction and coughed in my face. Anyway, aside from that, I really don't know where I got my stuff. So, oh, Doko, hello, cute. Yeah, I was thinking about all this. I feel like when I'm thinking about my memories, my old memories, it's kind of sad because most of my story end up like, and then I got sick, or and then I got injured. I don't have a lot of stories that go like, and then I had a really nice time. This is strange. But yeah, whatever. At least I have a life. Yeah, I remember also that time. That was dumb. I. What was that again? Oh, yeah. On the same year of the flu, okay? So, that was nice year. That was a nice year for disease for me, I guess. I was just in PPO class. Personal project of orientation. I was doing research online in the computer lab for the class. Oh, I guess you could use that term loosely. I wasn't really doing research for my project. I was more like resting on my chair. I was definitely not working on my project. I had that intense sore throat. My gosh, it was so bad. It was burning so much that I felt my entire face being all burning up with it. And the teacher approached. I did not see her, I did not notice her. I was just resting on my chair. And she asked me, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, yes." I started trying to work on my project like I was super embarrassed. And she asked me, "Are you sure? Do you want me to call your mom for you? She could go pick you up. You don't seem well." I don't know why I always do that. Like I was, "No, no, no, I'm fine." And I kept doing my things. She kept seeing me a couple of times in the class. "You sure you don't want to go home?" Why do I do that? What's wrong with me? I don't even like school. I would have liked going back home. I don't know why I was like this. I guess I was stressed out to miss too much stuff at school. I did that in elementary school. I was missing a lot of things. And then when I would come back, I was confused. I did not know what I had missed. And nobody was giving me, you know, anything to catch up. So there are lots of things I never learned in elementary because I missed so much classes. I was scared to do that in high school, so even when I clearly should have stayed home, sometimes I didn't. I'm not proud of that, but I just was so stressed out. That was dumb. There was also this time where I was in gym and I just refused to participate in the class. I I I felt so queasy. I was so nauseous. I just did not want to have anything to do with sports or whatever. The teacher asked me to do it. I said, "No, I'm not. I don't care. I'm not doing that. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm definitely not running around. I'm sorry." And the teacher got frustrated at me, obviously. It's understandable. So he wrote a slip to send me to the the bad kid's office. I don't know how to call this place, but basically the place where you're sent when you're in punishment. So I got there with my little slip. It was like, I deserve it. I refuse to work. That made sense to me that I was getting punished. Yes, I went to detention. Yes. So I got there, and the detention guy would see him often around. And he knew that he had seen me at school before, but he knew also that he never saw me in his room, his detention room, so he was confused. He saw me getting the room and he asked me, "Are you okay? You're all pale." And I said, "Yeah, it's okay." I gave him the slip, he looked at it, and then he asked me about my side of the story. And I explained just like, "Well, I wasn't feeling well, I was feeling nauseous, so I did not want to participate in gym class. So here I am." And then he was, "Oh, you shouldn't go to detention for that. I'm going to, like, talk to the principal and I have this slip taken out of your folder that doesn't belong there. You did nothing wrong. Here, let's go to the office. We'll call your mom. She'll pick you up. You can go home. So I got out of detention. The only time I got into detention in high school. The guy felt bad for me. That was so funny. So yeah, that was weird too. The other time I can remember. Oh, this story is very dumb. Oh yes, it's great. I should tell this one. That's the last one though. But it's great. Okay, so had been feeling unwell for a while, but it just wouldn't start, you know? I knew I was going to come down with something, but it was just not happening. And I was so uncomfortable for a long time. It had been weeks. I was just having a sore throat and just headache and general discomfort. I was just so tired of this. I couldn't deal with this anymore. I just wanted to go away. I was just hoping every day that I would wake up sick so I'd finally start getting better. Because I was so tired of being just almost sick. And I guess my prayers were answered because I got out of school and it was raining so bad. Like it was pouring outside. So much rain. So much rain. It was raining so bad. I don't even know how to describe this. I guess you'll figure it out at some point how bad it was. And it was a Thursday, so my friend couldn't stay around with me. So we we chatted a bit inside of the school and then she left. She told me, please stay inside. It's pouring outside. Hello, Dr. Funster. So I said, yeah, yeah, okay. But since it was autumn, it was they had put this thing on the around the door, the main entrance, like these wood planks and this kind of roof thingy over the door to protect from the snowfalls that would happen soon. So I I would try to see my mom coming to pick me up, but I couldn't see the parking lot because of these. So I decided to do what any obviously very smart person would do and just get outside under the rain. It was freezing cold outside, but the rain was pleasantly warm. It was super windy, but the rain itself was warm. And fun fact, I love the rain. I love rainy days. I love rain. It's so nice. I love the feeling of rain. So it was raining so much, I had a hard time resist. I wanted to go under the rain. So yeah, rather than just stay under the planks in the entrance and go closer to try and see the parking lot, I just went under the rain. And people who were leaving school and crossed paths with me, whether they knew me or not, just would stare at me and tell me, you should go back inside. You'll get all soaked. I was like, yeah, yeah, I should. And then I would proceed not to. And people who knew me would see me and tell me, you should go back indoors, you're going to get sick. I was like, yeah, I should. Rain is fun. You changed your picture. So, uh, I just liked it so much under the rain. I waited to be like, yeah, maybe they're right. I should go back inside. I know I'm already coming down with something, but it's not a reason to not care about it. I should go back indoors or something. But then I realized it was too late. I made a mistake. I went inside, and because of the AC and how soaked wet I was absolutely freezing inside. It was so cold. I was way warmer under the rain. So, I I started wondering, what should I do? I'm absolutely freezing here. So I went outside under the planks things for the snow prevention thing that I was talking about that was blocking my view. I went under there, but because it was so windy outside, I was just as cold. So in the end, I realized the place where I was the most comfortable was literally under the rain. It was too late. I was already all drenched. So I just I just went back under the rain and I waited for a long time because you see it was raining so bad that my mom couldn't get to the school. She had went to the grocery store before she was going to go pick me up at school, and well, when she came out of the grocery store, the rain had started, and the parking lot of the grocery store had flooded, so she was stuck and she couldn't leave. It was raining that much. I told you would understand how much it was raining later in the story. So it was so bad. She was seriously hoping that I was at my friend's place, but she forgot it was Thursday, and on Thursday my friend had her singing classes, so she had to leave early and I couldn't go to her place. So I was just under the rain outside by the school waiting for her for several hours. When she finally arrived, she was livid. She was so angry at me. Why did you stay under the rain like this? Why didn't you wait for me indoors? Why did you do this? Why? Because I'm an idiot. Didn't you know by now? My gosh. Poor mom, she felt so bad because she thought it was because she made me wait so long, but I don't think I needed to be under the rain for so long. I don't think I had to. Because as I said in the beginning of that story, I was already feeling unwell before, so when I ended up sick after that, I mean that was no surprise at all. That would have happened regardless of the rain. So uh so I remember that time. Wow, that was so bad. I've been sick for like a whole month or something. That sounds like a lot, but like that went from bad to worse really quick. Started some sort of really bad cold, and then it turned into an horrible sinus infection, and then it wouldn't go away. It's doing great. So, well, that uh that was very special. starting to get better. My flu is going away. I apparently had the flu. Too much spices. Did you drink milk to help you feel better? So, yeah. Those are the times that I remember very, very clearly about me being sick and stuff. I don't know why I have so many memories like this of, and then I got sick. I guess I'm just good at that. It's a very special talent of mine. I mean, that's a proof. I caught the flu while staying home and not seeing anybody who was sick. How did I do that? Where did it come from? Who brought this to me? Seriously, where did it come from? I'll never know. It's a mystery for the ages. But yeah, fun stuff. That'll be a new one to add to my list of weird stories. This one I have recordings of it because of the buds of my streams. What kind of technique is that? It just eats super fast so it doesn't burn as much. It's going to burn your insides still. Yes. Well, I'm pretty much out of stories at this point. Out of the stories I could think of on the top of my head right now. I mean, unless I talked about this time, but there's nothing much to tell about this time. You all witnessed it. You all witnessed when it started. It's pretty apparent before I even noticed. You people love your spicy stuff. I'm more to the sweet myself. You want the bedtime story, Dr. Funster? That's not a story, Vinny. That's a crying face. Here, have a hug. One sheep, two sheeps, three sheeps, four sheeps, five sheeps, six sheeps. I don't think I'd go up to 1,000. Uggs are free, yes. Full of germs too. That's a story for sleeping. Wait, let me try to think of of a bedtime story. I'm not very good at this either. Uh, so, uh, my gosh, I'm so inspired. There was this guy, he spent hours working on his field because he's a farmer and he tried to take care of his crops all day and his animals too. The day had been long and tiring. He worked under the sunlight. It was hot. He sat next to a tree, stared at the horizon. The sun was setting. What a pleasing day. He worked really hard, but he felt very content. Hello, Dogo. He was satisfied. He knew he did his part. Nature had to do the rest now. He looked at the sunset. It was so pretty. Orange, yellow, pink, purple. The lights seemed to be gently dancing in the sky. He got back up. It was time to make dinner. So he made an omelette. He felt like eating an omelette. He put tons of veggies in it because he has weird food tastes. Some pepper, some salt, a little bit of cream to make it extra. Fresh cream that he got from his farm itself, of course. And after feeling full and very exhausted, he just collapsed in his bed and slept. That was such a boring story. I'm sure it's a good bedtime story, right? The gym teacher prank? I don't know about that. Where's my doggo? uh what was I talking about? I forgot. Today we learned I'm an idiot. So let me remind you of my request. In the comments, place your bets. How many days you think I'm still going to be sick for? But don't write in days. Write it as potatoes in my pockets. Like, for example, I think she has one potato in her pocket, or I think she has three potatoes in her pocket, and give no context at all. I want people to stumble upon this video and not watch it, just check the comments and stuff and the title and the description. Have no clue what these potatoes are about. I want to confuse people. Maybe I should even go back to the VOD later and cut the parts when I ask about that. So people who watch the video even would not know either what this is about. Well, I told you I was being playful today. Oh, really? Algebra teacher? Oh no! You were so distracted by your crush on her that you couldn't even do the thing properly? Is that it? Oh no! That's that's kind of sad. I feel sorry for you. Anybody else in the chat has a story to tell? I feel like it's appropriate. I've been rambling for a long time. Why do I look so angry when I turn on the side like this? Do I look angry when I'm on the... Yep, and I make my eyebrows disappear. Good stuff. Oh yeah, I should let you know. Well, maybe a lot of you don't even know what I'm talking about because you weren't there when I started talking about that, but uh like I made a video announcement about this a while ago, but uh I had injured myself last year and I had to do a bunch of tests the clinic and the hospital and stuff to try and figure out what the fluff was going on with that because I still can't walk well. Now we're going to be okay. I need to do some eradication things, and then I should be okay. So when I'm better, I need to take an appointment for that. Start healing my leg, and then I can do well normal things would be great. I'm happy that I have you all to make it easier because that's probably going to be painful. Oh no. Yeah, being wooed by a teacher, that's typically not very serious. Even being wooed by a classmate is not all that serious a lot of the time. Sometimes it is. There are people who get married with their high school boyfriend, girlfriend when they're older. I like how I said girlfriend. But yeah, I I never dated anybody while I was at school. Not that I didn't want to, but I wasn't really the person people wanted to date, obviously. So, still had fun. Did I ever had a crush on a teacher? Yeah, maybe I did. Wait, maybe my that sounds very weird and scary, probably. But I think when I was in sixth grade, I liked my teacher very much. But like the thing is, he was the first teacher that I had that actually took the time to listen to me and try to understand where I was coming from. My other teachers were just like, well, she's a troublesome kid, and I hate her guts. So he, yeah, he would listen to me and try to actually understand me, and he did take actions to make my life better. Like, he understood very fast that I was horribly bullied. So he tried to make other kids see me as a normal person, which sounds like a normal thing to do, but he was the only teacher who thought of doing that. And he, he didn't actually completely fail. That's the year where other kids started talking to me and not being afraid to being seen next to me. Because before that, just being seen next to me or being witnessed while talking to me and not like insulting me or making fun of me or something, that meant you were going to be bullied too. You couldn't be around me. So that teacher, the thing he did, really meant a lot to me. So yeah, I liked him, but I knew it was not a thing that should happen because obviously I was a child and he was an adult. I still wrote him a letter when the year ended to tell him how much the things he did for me meant to me. I don't think he understood how deep it was, but he he probably still kind of understood a little bit that I was grateful at least. Sometimes you mix up gratefulness with love though. So I guess that that makes sense. There's a lot of things that can be mixed up with love. So yeah, that's it's a complicated topic. Huh. That's kind of cute. I with my crushes, what would I do? Not much. In elementary school, when I had crushes, I would tell them I had a crush on them, and then they would be like, ugh. So, yeah, I did not have middle school here. We had like 5 years of high school instead. So, in high school, I tried not to tell them because I did not want the, ugh. But, like, I would try to get closer to them, like I would try to befriend them or things like that, but that typically didn't go well because I'm shy and awkward and weird. So Yeah, that went the way it went. There was this one kid. I wrote him a letter, but I never sent it to him because I knew it was just creepy. I mean, I did not know the guy at all. I just, saw him. I did not know in what class he was or anything. Like the homeroom. I did not know. I did not have a clue. And, well, at some point I knew what his locker was because I saw him go to it while I was waiting for one of my class to open. The door to my class was in front of his locker, so that was just coincidence. But a total stranger knowing where your locker is, that's very creepy. Especially they send you a letter asking you for your name and stuff, and like, I think I like you. That's just creepy. Your notes are funny. Yeah, I had not a lot of experience with social interactions when I was in high school because of the way that my elementary school days went. So I had no clue how to act typically. So sometimes I had enough brain cells to tell that I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't say that. That's just, you don't do that. Oh no! Oh no! That's so sad. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe that's why I never tried that. I remember we had that special thing for Valentine's Day. Yeah, a couple of weeks before we could go and hire, not exactly hire. How could I say? We could pay in advance for a romantic card or flowers or something like that to be delivered to your crush. It could be anonymous. You would just like pay for the thing you wanted them to have and see who they were and what class and all that. And on the Valentine's day or the day of the event, if Valentine's Day was during a weekend, there was this dude who was dressed as Cupid. I'm not making that up. There was a dude. There was a student that would just go around dressed as Cupid and would deliver all the goods to the people who were receiving something. Oh no, for drawing. Ooh, nice. I never went on a date. I wonder how that is. But yeah, uh, so on every Valentine's Day, I would get super hyped about like maybe seeing this Cupid dude getting the class because first of all, it was hilarious. Do you see little teenagers walking around with something that looks like a diaper and fake wings? I don't think so. And see who he would deliver cards and flowers to. It was never me, surprisingly. Not surprisingly. But I was always waiting for it. Yeah, that was kind of pathetic. But uh, that was still a fun event. Whenever we'd see this guy drop by the class, we'd like, "Whoa, yeah!" So obviously I never get anything, but that was still fun seeing the guy, as I said. My dog, he's angry at himself. Oh my gosh. He was scratching his face and he felt like he was going too hard, so he growled at himself. That's not the normal thing to do, dog. Yeah, sounds fun. So I got distracted. Yeah, school life was weird, definitely. Oh my gosh. You know what else happened in 2009? I remember my birthday that year. So weird. It was such a weird birthday. So I had just recovered from my flu from that time, and I decided I wanted to make a nice party with my friends. And my birthday on November 26th, uh, well, it's very often happening at the same time as like Thanksgiving. Well, American Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving is in October. But anyway, so there was still a day off at school, even two. I don't know why we had no holiday, but we always had these 2 days off of school on the Friday and on the Monday that would follow. Yeah, and that made for very long weekends. Uh, the school used it to meet parents and talk about like the 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 card, the grades. Anyway, you know what I mean. So yes, they use these day offs for that. But I would typically use these days off that were on each side of the weekend, plus obviously the weekends, to make cool parties. We'd have slumber parties that would last for days. We'd just hang out at home for the whole long weekend. That was great. And that was my birthdays. I did not have a lot of friends, but I liked those that I had. So I invited them on that year, and that was weird. That specific year was really weird. Uh, on one night, we decided to watch a movie because we had the TV in the basement and we were sleeping in the basement. It was the only place where there was no space to put a bunch of sleeping bags and mattresses and stuff for many people to have a sleepover. So we decided to watch a movie, and uh, I did not choose the movie. It was my birthday, but my friends chose the movie. They went for a horror movie, and I don't like horror. So unusual to me because I'm more of a nocturnal person. I went to bed first. A date at the library? How do you do that? You can't even talk. So yeah, they put on a horror movie. I did not want to watch, so I just went to sleep. And apparently, they did not watch the movie very carefully because the next day they decided to watch it again. They decided to watch it again. So I could not really hang out with them because they were watching the same movie that I did not want to watch the first time once more. And then we watched another movie, but it was not one that was scary, but it was one that was boring, so I watched it anyway, but it wasn't very thrilling at all. When the birthday was over, I felt like I did nothing that I enjoyed on my birthday. Except when I slept, I guess. But yeah, that doesn't count. But that was the important part, apparently, because when I came back to school, uh, I had this strange surprise. Apparently, the reason why my friend didn't pay attention to the movie, the scary movie, the first time, was because when I went to sleep, I was bombarded with pictures without knowing because I was asleep. And they posted the pictures on Facebook. That was the early days of Facebook. So apparently, every student in our year at school saw the pictures. All of them, all of them saw these pictures of me sleeping, and apparently, on some pictures, I had my thumb in my mouth. Oh, the shame! I was sucking on my thumb with pictures on Facebook. My friends removed the pictures quickly before any more people could see them, but the entire grade had already seen them, so that was when I heard about that, I was mortified and was way too scared to go back to school, but I had to anyway. But nobody said anything. Nobody made fun of me. Nobody did. Nobody. Everyone was just very nice to me. Everyone acted as normal, as if nothing had happened. Everyone was very sweet, which surprised me. I guess just nobody wanted to bully me at this point, which was really nice. I appreciated. That was still a very strange happening. Oh, ooh, did it go well? That's such a cute story. Do you think sometimes teachers know who you have a crush on and they put you in the same team because they ship you? I've read texts like on the Quora that said things like that. Teachers of Quora, do you know who your students have a crush on? Do you put them on the same team? A lot said that they did, which I found weird, but that's cute. I did not know teachers were professional shippers. I caught a Pokemon on Discord. I caught a Camerupt. Cool. How many Pokemon do I have? 826. My gosh. Ooh, cute. That's so sweet. Was that the date you had when you were no, no, not the 111, right? No. How many dates did you get? I mean, I guess not everybody is completely devoid of love life like me. Oh. Hi, scary monster. How are you? Ooh, well player too. There's so many people. Why is everyone saying huh? Is this a new trend I don't know about? I'm a very old person at heart, I guess. I'm both childish and old. Also, it's awkward because it's story time and I'm done telling all my stories for today, so I'm going to nickname my Pokemon Copy Coli. I'll call him Muscle Dude. Ooh. Ah, that sounds so sweet. Oh, I wish I had memories like that. Well, my memories from school are like I got sick. Oh, I also have the I got injured stories. Like that time my friend broke her foot and I decided to bring her school stuff in her bag. But I also had my bag. So I had two school bags. I had two school bags and one of them was my friend's. I did not know if she did her homework so I put everything she had in the bag. I put all the books and binders of all the subjects we had on that day in her bag to bring her so she could do her homeworks. At first, I only wanted to bring her agenda because I knew that she would get serious anxiety attack if she did not have her agenda because she was like that. I don't know why my dog is barking like this. So I decided to just bring her all the stuff she would need because I knew she would freak out if she couldn't do her own works. But turned out she had done all of them already, so I did that for nothing. But the bag was so freaking heavy because I put everything inside that I couldn't really lift it up. Like I couldn't lift it with my arms. It was stuck on the ground. Older kids, like in the last year, were looking at me just crouching next to the bag and putting my arms in little straps and trying to get up with it and just falling on my back like a turtle and just being stuck like this. Oh no! Oh yeah, probably. Well, at least you got accepted sometimes too. Be careful with your head now, Waddle player. So, my back did not like that. I brought my friend her backpack and she told me, "Oh, you should have." I did all the things I had to do. I had no homeworks left. And I was like, "Oh well." And, well, worst part of all, she could lift her backpack that I filled her. You know, that I couldn't lift with both my arms and I had a hard time lifting with my bag my back and entire body. She could lift it with her pinky finger. She could lift it with her pinky finger. uh I had to go to the hospital later because my back was hurting so bad. I actually did sprain my back that time. Nice. Pathetic. Oof. Oof. That would look like a g- genetic defect. People will look at you and think it's just the way you were born with that bump on your head. Oof. What's the next Pokemon? Yes, I forgot to reply. I'm playing with the Poke2 bot on Discord. I'm trying to fill the Pokédex, but it's going to take me forever. You're right, you need to try things to get things. I mean, for example, I wanted to try the videos on YouTube for a long time, but I always felt like, who in the world would watch this? I'm not interesting, and I'm terrible at video games. There's no point in trying. And then I would think that maybe I could try. And then I would talk about it to one of my friends and be like, nah, you shouldn't try it. So I didn't. And at some point, I was like, I still want to do that. I should try at least. So I started doing this. And, well, I'm getting close to 100 subscribers, which I really didn't expect. I did not expect my subscriber counts to ever raise above 3. I mean, come on. What even is this video? I'm just talking about random things and telling random life stories of mine that always end up and then I got sick. Oh, the last one was, and then I got injured. That was different. But yeah, and reading your comments, they're really interesting. I should probably wrap it up soon though, because I have a couple of things to do. Today's not a stream date normally, so uh huh. Okay, what's the next Pokemon already? I forgot. I, I was thinking about it, and like I did not know what to do about it, and then I started feeling sick, and I forgot to think more about it because I was preoccupied with my health, and then I got really sick, and I was like, oh no. I should start thinking about that again. I don't know. I'm really struggling right now because my computer is messed up, and every time I start a game, I lose my internet connection. So I can't. I don't think I can stream games. There's a lot of things that I can stream. That's also one of the reasons why I'm doing this kind of streams where I just talk on the screen. That, and also because when I was sick, I was too tired to play. I tried a couple times to play Stardew Valley, but I was just exhausted. I mean, yesterday when I was trying to eat my cereals, my arm was shaking from lifting the spoon. So, so yeah, I need to think about all this. Whoop, hee hee. So I need to think about it. I need to try and fix my computer too. I really need to fix my computer, but I don't know how. I don't know how. Yesterday, the reason why my stream started so late and was so short, and I was so tired at this point to do it. Well, other than just me being tired from the moment I woke up yesterday, but that's just a detail. uh, was because I spent so much hours trying to fix my computer. I had started using extreme methods, and they're still not doing anything. Which is a real bummer. I spent so many hours on this and it didn't do anything. If only it worked. We still can't figure out what the problem is. Because losing the internet connection every time I start a game is just one of the symptoms of the problem. Like when I shut off the computer, when I turn it off, or restart it, I always get this weird error message that's like unknown hard error, and I don't. Since it's an unknown error, well, I don't know what that is. Obviously, I only know that it's with the my entire virus. I know. I'm so preoccupied with everything. Uh, oh, Miss Monkey, hello. Uh, where am I? There. Okay. Okay. Oh, ditto. That sounds so random. If you don't have the context. Yeah, I'm starting to feel better. Yesterday I was kind of miserable, but surprisingly today I woke up feeling much better. I am not as weak and uh not as tired. You're really enthusiastic. How are you? Ooh, hee hee. So, apparently there are missing files and are those called? Repertories? I don't remember. I. It's like my computer randomly deletes important things, and so it cannot find the way, the path to certain things or something. I I don't understand. Definitely something is wrong. I did several scans with my antivirus, but it's not finding anything. But maybe it's corrupted y- because of the unknown hardware. I don't know. I really need to fix it. I really need to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. We tried all the solutions we could think about. Maybe I'll need to send it to a repair person, but then I would not have my computer to do my daily stuff. I couldn't hang out with my friends online, and I couldn't do my streams. I couldn't do anything. But I need my computer to be fixed for the 100 subscriber celebration, obviously. Oh boy. I don't think I will go as fast as your friend. I I started doing videos every other day when? When was it? It was a little over a year ago. So clearly I'm not reaching 1,000 in 7 months. I'm not as good as your friend. But I need to think about what to do next. I I'm that kind of person who's always worrying, and I was very worried about other things. I did not think about it. Do you have ideas? We could count the potatoes in my pocket. I'm back with that. What was the Pokemon already? Oh, Crobat. I think I'm getting sleepy. Sorry. Oh, I did it. That's why it's kind of messed up at times. I used, what was the program I used already? It was a free thing I found on Steam. What's the name already? I have blank. Wait, I have VROid Studio. VROid Studio. That's why sometimes things are not okay. Like my eyebrows phasing inside of my face when I frown. You know, like this. They disappear in my skin for some reason. Because I did it wrong. I need to fix this, but I'm always too lazy to do it. Cool. I don't think I could really leave at this point. People are kind of expecting stuff from me. Oh, thank you. It's pretty easy to make an avatar in this program. You could try for yourself if you want, and that takes an hour or two, and you get that kind of result. Probably better if you know what you're doing and you do proper testing after. I forgot to do the tests with this one. That's why I have that eyebrow problem. I'll fix it for next time I have to use it. But hopefully I shouldn't have to use the snot bubble avatar before a while after this. uh, okay. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, the rigging is difficult. It's easier when you don't have to do it and it just does it for you. Like, I'm not a fan of necessary 3D avatars, but it was much easier because I did not have to fiddle on everything for hours. Yeah, well, that's why I'm kind of sad I can't play games right now, but it's fine just talking like this. I enjoy your company, so it's fun chatting with you. Uh, uh, oh, it's a Goldeen. Oh, I'll call my Goldeen Unikoi because it's like a koi fish with a horn. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking to you about my random Pokemon on Poke2, but I am. Sliggoo, puppy snail. I'm just not very inspired right now, as you can tell. What even is this Ligoo? Why does it have the shape of a little shell in its back? It's not a shell. Why? We shall never know. Wigglytuff. Okay. Uh. Okay. Yes, I'm giving a nickname to all of my Pokemon. Always. I don't know why I do that. It's just so they're all unique, I guess. Pangoro. Oh, he's the tough guy. I call him Tough Boy. BOI, obviously. He looks so angry. Clefairy. Do I have a Clefairy? Let me check. I'll finish that first, but I'll check if I have Clefairy. Oh, Hatterene. Faye. Because I feel like it. Uh. Oh, Vaporeon. Yeah, it's kind of like Kirby. Indeed. It's pretty cute. A lot of Pokemon are cute. Uh, 6. Sorry about that. Oh, the Camerupt. I'm at the last one I got. Okay. How am I going to call this one? I'll call it anger management. Not like it makes sense, but I just decided. I mean, I have a timber that I called child labor, so that's such a dumb name. Okay, Clefairy. Do I have a Clefairy? Clefairy. Yeah, I have one Clefairy. Clefairy. Its adorable behavior and cry make it highly popular. However, this cute Pokemon is rarely found. Evolution. Clefairy evolves from Cleffa when leveled up while holding a friendship bracelet and evolves to Clefable using a moonstone. Types Fairy, Region Kanto, Catchable, yes. 70 HP, 45 attack, 48 defense, 60 special attack, 65 special defense, 35 speed. Names Pippi, Clefairy, Piepi, Melofe. Why is it only Japanese, English, German, and French? Appearance 0.6 meters, 7.5 kilograms. Huh. A top 10 of what? A tier list of. Those are interesting idea. You know what? For the 100 subscriber party, I should make a very long stream where I do many things. So I could do a top 10 in a tier list. I could do a bunch of things. I could review old streams that I did. I could watch them with the subtitles on and see the weird things that it says. There are many things I could do. I could do a very long stream where I do a bunch of things. So I need to think about it. Yeah, typos happen. Okay, I'll take notes of what you said here. Uh, I don't have the most reliable musical taste. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Also, I cannot play music on this or I'm going to get copyright issues. I mean, I didn't even put background music on my videos, which I could because I composed one, but I just. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was necessary. Sometimes it feels more like a background noise to have background music than something that really brings something meaningful to the stream, so. Let me make a note. What are some celebration Steam ideas? Okay. Oh, do I have Drapion? Let me see. I have one of these. Okay. Okay. Uh. Okay. Paint the next grand masterpiece. Really? Have you seen my digital drawings? You really want to hear the weird stories I make? They're all weird. I guess I should write some just for that because, I mean, if I use my usual characters, you can just go look them up online and find me. I'm noting things. I'm not good at writing scary stories. I mean, wait. I need to tell you about one of the scary stories I made, and you will see how not scary it is. So, I had this one where there was. I think I did that, but I can do that again. I could count to 100 in English, French, and Japanese. And when I do the French one, I translate the numbers into words because seriously, numbers in French have such weird names. uh, there was this guy, he survived some sort of apocalypse. There wasn't a lot of people who did it, but here and there are some people who did. And when this guy found the rest of the population, he tried talking to them, and he couldn't because the few people who had recreated society, because it had been a couple of generations after it happened, this guy was just alone because this family was gone or something. I don't know, super well writing. Anyway, he found the rest of society that was gathered somewhere else, and they all spoke weird because those who started generations again in the beginning, those who restarted society and decided they wanted to troll people, and they just changed the meaning of all the words. So like, um, a window was called a chair and things like that. That's the horror story. I was very tired when I wrote this. Okay. I didn't write it. I think I just dreamt of it. Is this too spoopy for you? That was so great. I told about that to my friend because I was still sleepy, and she laughed at my face like, "What is this? Why is this? How is this supposed to be scary?" And I was like, "The poor guy is talking normally, but nobody understands him." And to me, somehow that was terrifying. My friend was so confused. Oof. Yeah, okay. Phew. Twilight Zone is scary, you know? Was it in the show? There was an episode where you had these mannequins in the store that would come to life, and they they went back into being mannequins at the end of the night or something, and the real person turned to a mannequin or something. I don't know. It spooked me. I'm I'm a scaredy cat. I laughed too much. My eye burns. Is it possible? Did I did I laugh so much I cried for the first time in my life? Wow. Incredible. Wow. Oh, wow. I can't believe that happened. Do you? What is it? Uh, oof. One day a little boy met a man. Okay. And then what? The man said, "You want some candy?" Oh no! He said, "Sure." That's not safe at all. The morning of joy. Oh no. Hey, wait. You're right. Narrating short stories I wrote? I should go on AI Dungeon or something like that. And write the story there and then read it. Maybe as I'm writing it because maybe it disappears or something. But that because the stories you get there are hilarious. From what I've heard, I need to check if I can do it for free, but man, that'd be great. Well, you're a bit enthusiastic about this. Okay, so on my list so far, I have tier list, top 10 of something, just chatting, because technically it's going to be video like that probably. I If I can fix a little bit my stuff, I added play some games with the viewers like Swibbly or Gartic Phone because it's always fun. Yeah, we need a part 2. We demand Spoopy Story Part 2. What happens after he said yes? I did narrating short stories I wrote, not spoopy, and I added AI Dungeon, apples and oranges. What are you talking about? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're back. Hello. Yeah, this is all stuff I'm listing for I could do when I get 100 sub celebration stream ideas. That sentence made no sense, but what? What did it change? How much is there? No. Did it change? Uh, then I added to the list count to 100 in English, Japanese, and French. 94? What the fluff? Where did they all come from? It was 88 when I started the stream, at least. What? I checked right before I started streaming. I was like, neat! I love 88. It's twice 8. Eight's my favorite number. It's my lucky number. Also like 94. That's the year I was born. I'm so old. I was born in 94 BC. Maybe not. Yeah, it's good. I didn't even do anything interesting. I just talked about random stuff. Yay! Hello! Thank you all! Okay. 94 years old? Or like born in 94 BC? God. Oof. Oh my gosh. That's old. That's more the age of like my parents and like their brothers and sisters, kind of. Okay, so on my list of 100 sub celebration stream ideas, my mom is like 65, I think. Something like that. My parents had me when they were pretty old. They met old, and they had obviously my older brother before me, so yeah. I have tier list. Top 10 of something. Just chatting. Play with the fans an online game like Scribblio or Gartic Phone. Narrating short stories I wrote, not spoopy. AI dungeon? Uh, count to 100 in English, Japanese, and French. Explain the French names because they're hilarious. Watching random bits of random older streams I did with the subtitles on to see what kind of things YouTube thinks I said. Ooh, that's really old. Uh, yeah, I thought that sounded fun, especially with the weird subtitles. I'm sure they're absolute garbage. I added a special karaoke bonus after stream on the Discord, maybe. I don't know how my voice would be. It has suffered a lot recently, obviously. Well, you know what? Even if it doesn't happen on the weekend, maybe I'm going to do the celebration stream on the weekend so we can all assist to it. Because we all have different time zones and stuff. So if we want people to have a chance to, you know, we we want to to have as many people to be able to see as possible, and the weekend is probably the best moment for that. So if I hit one of the subs like not on the weekend, I'm going to wait to the weekend to do the celebration thing because it's just better this way. It just is. Let's just face it. It's better the weekend. Of course, I'm going to grab a bit of the stream where you showed up. I don't even drink sodas. Though, I watched a video from Phantom Strider the other day. He was listing a list of junk food, snacks, and stuff like that that failed. And there was a Hubba Bubba soda. So, like, basically, a soda bubblegum flavored. That sounds delicious. I love bubblegum. Oh, jeez. Probably the stream of the celebration stream is going to be very long. Might be like some sort of endurance stream or something. Because I'm pretty sure all the things I'm adding to the list are things that I'll do. I don't think I'll pick only one thing. At this point, I think I'll just do all the things. It would be fun. But to do all these, I need to stream for hours, obviously. I mean, I just talked about random stuff today, and I've been streaming for almost 3 hours at this point. It was supposed to be short. Yeah, water poisoning, right? What is it? Sorry. Oh, that makes sense, yes. You want me to do mini streams to celebrate? That's an idea. I could do a special week to celebrate, and every stream is a special thing. So if someone isn't available on one day, well, they can watch one of the others. Probably that makes sense, I guess. Alright, celebration stream week? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know I can do endurance streams. I did that Sims 4 stream that lasted for 11 hours or something once, but given I'm just recovering from the flu, maybe that's not a good idea to do that now. Okay, alright. If you get more ideas like this, uh, you can now spam the chat. Top 10 snake breeds? Why not? I like snakes, they're cute. See ya! I'm a person. I'm probably going to end soon. My mom needs to do her Duolingo of the day. And I'm using her computer as a second screen to watch if everything is fine. So I need to give her back her computer. Sleek breeds. I can't spell right now. Oof! I just had a weird hiccup. Okay, save. If you get more ideas, ugh, just just put them in the comments with the amount of potatoes I have in my pocket. Or in the Discord. Cereal, breads. I think my tier list could be cookies. At some point, I wanted to do a cookie tier list, and then I realized that was kind of a weird concept. So I decided not to do it. But I was asked for I was asked for a tier list, so maybe I'm actually going to do it. Unless you have a better idea for a tier list. Because I mean cookies. But why? Why would someone kiss a cockroach? Even if it's wash. Do these really exist? How? I thought cockroaches were bugs and couldn't get bigger than like. I don't know how to describe it because I can't use my hands here, but not bigger than like a really huge thumb or something. Like my dad's thumb, he has big thumbs, he has huge fingers. I hold one of his finger with my entire hand. Oh jeez. I would never go to Australia. I think I'm way better in Canada. Oof. Phew. I'm scared just to think about you and your giant cockroaches and your giant spiders and your giant everything. I'm going to have nightmares. Oh boy. I remember a stream, I don't remember which stream it was, but I started by telling about how I woke everyone up at home that night early in the morning because I took a shower, and when I tried to get out there was a spider inside of the shower curtain, and I got so scared I couldn't stop screaming at the top of my lungs like a lunatic, and my mom got in the bathroom like, what's wrong? There's a spider. I'm sure the neighbors heard me. I got so scared. Oh no. We'd be doomed if they did that. Use Australian animals as weapons for the army? No, no. Top 10 bubblegum? I have bubblegum. Note that. Right. Sorry guys, it's been 3 hours. And my cough's coming back. So maybe I should stop. I'm going to stream tomorrow anyway because today is not a stream day. Today is a shower day. I just decided to do a bonus stream because my stream yesterday was something. So I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And who knows, depending on how many potatoes I have in my pocket, maybe I'll be better. Maybe I'll still be sick, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Oh jeez. Yeah, I dreamed to hop into an alligator. I will do my best to take care of myself. Yes, thank you. You're also great. I'll go check, but I probably can't go back to the very top, can I? Oh, yes, I can. Wow. Okay, so thank you. I am a person. Crispy up tricks. Uh, thank you in cold blood. That I hadn't seen in a while. Thank you, Daddy Pop. Thank you, Vinny Gamer Z. Thank you, Soup Cam. Thank you. I'm scrolling. Dr. Funster, of course. Yes. Thank you to Scary Monster. Weddle Player, of course. Thank you to Miss Monkey. Oh, yes. Thank you to. Uh, Sorry, I'm trying not to skip anybody, so I'm scrolling slowly. Aha! Thank you to anyone else who might have watched but didn't write in the chat. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting me from the beginning. That's great. I really appreciate it. You're all very, very great people. Uh, I had fun. I hope you had too. And I hope I get to see you again another time. We will bye bye. I'll try to recover as soon as possible. Okay.